Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Welcome to your reading for the full moon that is happening February 5th or 6th, depending on where you are in the world. I did put a time zone calculator in the description box below. This full moon has a very explosive kind of quality to it, although it does bring an opportunity to do some major self-healing. I'm laughing because I'm so frustrated by how often I'm having to re-record today. The moon is currently in Cancer at around 16 degrees right now, which is right on top of my Mercury, and you'd think that would make it easy, but it's not. I don't know what's going on. So I really want to kind of get into the book for you a little bit on the cards I pulled out. I haven't finished pulling cards, but I kind of got lost. So here we go. This is the challenge. See how you're being controlled here? This is about the family, about the narrative. It says take control of your own narrative. It says here someone else is trying to call the shots in your life and they think they can waltz in and control your every move. And you need to say no to their manipulation. It might seem tempting to relinquish control, but if you give someone else the power over your narrative, chaos will ensue. And it will be all in their favor, not yours. The stories inside of you make a library on the verge of bursting out, but only if you pick up the pen. So, I don't know. You should check out your sun, moon, and rising if this doesn't resonate for you, but I'm getting it again. It feels very specific, okay? This feels very specific. It feels like there is somebody who has recently been dating or you're in a relationship, maybe long term, and you feel like you don't have any freaking control in your life. Like you're with somebody who wants to boss you around all the time. And then, of course, it could be literally a boss. Like, so it could be a work situation, but you have this take yourself out on a date thing. And so it's almost like you're constantly waiting for someone. So say you're in a relationship with a workaholic and they're always at work and you're always stuck at home and you're like, oh, well, we were going to go do something, but their job got in the way. And so then you're stuck and you're like, just go yourself, right? If there's something you want to do that's fun and your significant other's not on board, can you do it for yourself? Like, why does everything have to be done as a couple? I think doing a couple things are important, but I almost feel like for some of you, learning to be individual, you are related to the 9, the Hermit card. The alone time is important, and really being in touch with your own inner self is super important. And the opportunity here is for you to show yourself some self-love. And so whether this is something that is residual and left over from your childhood where you felt like you weren't good enough, or you just you had to do what other people wanted. You had to conform. You had to play by everybody else's rules. I be a little rebellious. Make your own rules this week. Gosh, these cards here, look, you have this 9 of Wands that came out to explain the situation. This 9 of Wands, she's got her back up against the tree. That looks to me like a family tree. And so I really feel like you are so used to having to do things a certain way because that's how you were raised, that that's the way to do it. I also understand Virgo because I have some strong Virgo placements. My Mars is in Virgo. And so like that, there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong. Everything else is wrong. This is totally how it has taken me a long time to start to be able to see the gray. It was always black and white, right? And then I had to over time begin to see the gray in things, and then what's right for me may not be right for someone else. And this has been a process, right? And that is just having Mars there. I also have a couple of the outer planets there, but the personal planets. And so I keep thinking if my sun, moon, or rising were in Virgo, I actually have a friend who has all 3 there. And so trying to accept that there are multiple ways to do this, sometimes really hard. Okay, so there's that. So is what's controlling you is that the Virgo energy of it has to be right. Okay, so there might be a need to kind of release and let some stuff go. But for most of you, I think this is more got to do with restrictions that are being put on you by time constraints or situations that are out of your control. Like there's somebody else that has some kind of power, whether they're doing it on purpose, manipulating, or whether it's just because their job is so demanding. And then you guys had tickets and you were going to go to this sporting event, and then, oh my God, they got called into work. And so now you're sitting there, go to the sporting event. And if you don't have a friend to call up, just go by yourself. Like go and be with people who like to do things that you like to do. There's this need to show yourself your own sense of identity and self-love and self-worth. And so I think one of the things that this full moon is going to do is going to allow you to empower yourself to be yourself by yourself sometimes. And you have such great energy. Like there's something. So this card that kind of fell off the top was this Two of Pentacles, this balancing act. It's almost like trying to keep everybody happy and you're balancing. And here comes this little cat. Your subconscious is getting ready to jump on that teeter-totter and upset the card, create some imbalance. And then, of course, being Virgo, you want to bring it back into balance. That nurturing energy that, because of the Six of Pentacles energy about the give and take needs to be balanced, and you rule the sixth house, which is work-life balance and routine, right? So when things get out of balance, you want to get it organized and back into balance, not like the Libra balancing and justice, but more like I like things organized, and so when something is disrupted, I have to bring it back in, right? But you have this beautiful, this Queen of Cups. She's pregnant. I can't tell what that is. Looks like she's offering something to the sea. We have all these little fish of abundance jumping around, though. Okay? I don't know. It looks like bread or something she's offering to the sea. Like she's making an offering to her own emotional energy. And there's such an abundance of it, but she's pregnant with, she's very fertile with her idea or something. And boy, are you, because you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And so I feel like there might be something you want to do, a project, an idea, a trip. You know, maybe you want to ride cross country and go, I don't know, let's say the Grand Canyon, right? And your significant other is going, why would I want to get a camper and go all the way out there and just camp out there when we could go and lay on a beach in the Bahamas? And you're like, no, but I want to see the Grand Canyon. Just go. Go do what you want to do. Like sometimes it's okay to do it by yourself, for yourself. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your relationship. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with any of that, or you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's about remembering that what you want matters too. What you want deserves to be honored. And okay, now my nose is itchy. So this is about honoring what is of value to you, and doing things just because you want to. Like give yourself permission to do the things you want to do, and don't let other people's lack of interest in whatever that is hold you back, right? So I don't know what this is. It feels very specific, and that's why I'm saying that this might not be your reading, and we should always check out our Sun, Moon, and Rising. But with this Ace of Swords and this Ace of Pentacles, it feels like there's some clarity coming in about this idea that you have. It's only an ace, though. That means it's going to have to be nurtured. It's going to have to be cared for. You're going to have to take care of this, whatever this thing is, and you do this. This is an opportunity to show yourself love. Ooh, look at all these cards. Holy crap. Okay, wow. Ooh. Okay. Clarity. That Ace of Swords. You have the Crystal Skull of Wisdom. This is the Amethyst Crystal Skull that is going on here. And so divine healing, high vibrational energy. This full moon is bringing in some big portal energy for you. So clarity and wisdom coming through the angelic realms and the angelic frequencies. And so this is really listening to your intuition to get the downloads and the information that you need. I want to say you can probably get this through songs. So you might be hearing something on the radio and you're like, yeah, that feels like confirmation of my idea, or you might receive insight doing meditation using music, because you have this angelic frequency, which I find comes through often in the songs. And then we have the Seraphim Gateway. And the Seraphim Gateway says voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. Okay, and here you have the angelic frequency. You are safe. It's a potent connection. The angels are here. So whatever this clarity of idea that is coming through, that you're really being encouraged to focus on, is something that's really important to you. And that dragon there, that's like Kuan Yin's energy there, self-love. I feel you're being very supported. Like she's laying on top of you. You're very supported in this idea. And it's something that you want to do that other people in your sphere, either it's a project you want to do at work and nobody else wants to do it, but you go ahead and you do the research and you do it. Or it's something that you want to do and your significant other's like, I don't want to do that. Go do it anyway. I mean, you don't have to do everything tied at the hip. You really don't. You have the solar plexus chakra here. Inner fire and willpower. How lit up you are. Willpower. Whatever this is, though, this is going to require you to focus on it. It is both of them. Look, they are so, all of these, they're looking at what they're doing with so much focus. Right? They're all focused on what they're doing. And this one is not. This one is just feeling embattled and weary and like leaning against the tree. Two ways to look at it. That could be the angelic support, but I think this looks more like, this feels more like family history, defending something because it's always been done that way. We do it this way because we've always done it that way. Whether that's you that said it or someone else. That's what I keep hearing. So there's something where you're setting yourself free from the expectations of others to just pursue something that is truly of interest to you. You're given this opportunity here with this full moon. So your inner fire. What are you passionate about? What are you excited about? And the will to push through, to get there, to do what it is that you want to do. And this voice attunement, that's throat chakra. And that is speaking your truth. That's speaking up and asking for what you want. I really want to do this thing. I'd love for you to come with me. I'd love for you to be involved in this project. I'd love for whatever. And if the other person says no, then say, well, I just want you to know I'm doing it anyway, but I would like to have help with it. But if you don't want to, that's cool. Just, don't get in my way. That's what it feels like. Don't get in my way. Look, you have something you want to create. You have the creation card here. There is something, and this is such a creative energy going on. There's something that will really fill your heart up, and you really want to do it. And someone can't or won't get on board to help you. Don't let that stop you. That's what I want to say. Just because they can't get on board or they won't, it could totally be they have so many commitments they just can't, right? Or they can't because they can't see your vision. It doesn't matter. Do you see your vision? Focus on it. This year, the energy we put into something, we get out of it. So if you really want whatever this is, you want to do this, believe in yourself and go for it. So this creation is something that will expand your life. Yeah, it could be actually just taking a course at the community college. Like, that's a date you can take yourself on once or twice a week, right? For 7 to 15 weeks, depending on what the course is, and expand yourself that way. There's like something here where it's like you get to change the narrative of your life about something, and somebody else isn't. Oh, right. So say you're in this routine with your significant other, and you guys, dinner the same time. Go for a walk after dinner, do the dishes, sit down and read or watch TV or whatever and go to bed. And you're like, I kind of want to take this art class. And they're like, what? Oh, I don't want to take an art class. That's okay. I just want to take an art class. And you go do that. Like, I feel like it's something, this does not feel like something worth breaking up over. That's not what this feels like. This feels like something that their heart is calling to you to nurture yourself, to expand. You want to do something, and it's like someone else is like, yeah, but if you do that, and then they might be a little testy. You're about 2 nights a week now. You know what? I think it's lovely that it feels like such Taurus energy that you're up against. Like this Taurus is just like, we always do it this way. It's so hard. So hard when you're a fixed sign, but you're not. You're mutable. You like to learn. You like to do research. You like to explore. You like to grow things. And one of those things you like to grow is yourself. So you should, right? And they may be a little, whoever this is might be a little uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean it's not good for them, and it doesn't mean it's not good for the relationship. Caucasian, right? I wish I could say this. I am healthy and strong thanks to physical movement and exercise outdoors. Look at that golden, shiny thing. Maybe what it is you're like, I want to start going to the gym 3 nights a week. Or I want to start swimming a couple nights a week. And it's like, what? That totally messes up our routine. That's what it feels like. Somebody's like, what are you doing? Support physical strength training, increase time in sunlight for a healthy body, amplify physical movement to increase good health, and you have emerald. Never sucks to get emerald. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. I am successful in all of my pursuits. Whatever this creative energy is, whether it's something that you're doing to physically help yourself, whether it's something you're doing to stretch your mind, whether it's something you're doing just to have fun and because your inner child wants to go take an art class, or whether this is you have this creative idea that you're spending. You have this idea and so you work on it every evening because you're like, this is my side hustle. I'm really passionate about it. I'm going to make some money on it. And your significant other's like, but I never see you anymore. You're going to have to work around that, right? You can't be like an every night thing if you have other people to take into account, but that doesn't mean you can't do it too, right? So figuring that out. So release your limiting beliefs regarding money, increase financial success, attract extreme wealth. Increase abundance in all areas of your life and cultivate authentic relationships. I think for a lot of you, though, this is just wanting to stretch and grow a little, and you're being so supported in this journey. So I really hope that you will pursue it. All right, I'm on Facebook every day. If you haven't checked out your weekly readings, will come out on Sunday. I'll post the one we just did here. You guys have a great full moon. This looks amazing. And I encourage you to chase down your pursuit and go ahead and follow it. All right, you guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.